Oh my god.
Yeah. Right, there's lots of stories of hauntings round about this castle.
Oh yes, I really like this place and we need to go back.
Stairs, somebody was moving around.
Closeburn Castle, located near Thornhill in Dumfries and Galloway, stands among the oldest continually inhabited tower houses in Scotland. Built and fortified by the Kirkpatrick family in the 14th century, though some suggest a much earlier origin, it served as a stronghold during times of regional conflict. Over the centuries, Closeburn Castle underwent various expansions and restorations, reflecting the changing fortunes of its owners and the evolution of defensive architecture. Despite fires and the ebb and flow of Scottish history, it has retained much of its original tower, stonework and centuries-old atmosphere.
This investigation was Closeburn Castle and it was a premium club member exclusive. It's our first investigation of the year, and what an investigation is, because we've never been before. The job of these types of event investigations is to get you guys to come along with us and try and dig deep into what is happening. The dog has witnessed apparitions here of the Lady in Black floating through the corridors, floating through the rooms. So our job as a team for the night was to go in there and try and find some evidence, try and find out who is haunting the location, why they are there, and can we gather any evidence.
Among the many stories whispered about Closeburn Castle, one of the most enduring is that of the Lady in Black. She's said to appear at unexpected moments, gliding through corridors and vanishing into thin air.
Right, there's lots of stories of hauntings round about this castle, but there's a strange feeling about it I found when I got there. Definitely a feeling I've been watched.
Did feel like you were being watched. At the same time, you would go around the corner, you would go up the stairs, you would feel like you were being followed. We had the dog moving around with us. I seen the dog a few times turn around standing and watching something that wasn't there, especially at the bottom of the stairs going towards the front door.
Activity we got on the night it really blew me away from the very first session.
Okay, is there anybody in the room watching us just now?
I was really interested, and it proved to be correct later on, was the corridors, the little hallways that we'd done our live stream in, and we felt like the atmosphere was changing there. At the beginning, I always had a sense that something was going to kick off in those corridors.
Oh my god.
One of the things that stood out to me as well was I went into the same corridor to do some filming, and John and Tracy were in there doing a couple of SD25 recordings, and I sat down and I filmed a little bit and listened to one of their captures that they got, which was quite good. And we heard footsteps clearly coming down the turnpike stair. Now, my thought at the time was that's Pauline, Daniel and Lynn, because they were upstairs in that bedroom. And says, and we even said, we'll wait till they pass by. And then we heard footsteps going by. We started doing a session, and I said to them afterwards, and they were like, we didn't move.
Well, they'll disappear.
When you know you've got something special and it's so obvious, the footsteps or the movement, whatever, it doesn't even cross your mind that it could be paranormal.
Everybody was in their sessions. The session was running in the dungeon area, basement. The session was running in obviously the lounge area, and the session upstairs in the bedroom. And it was clear as day. There was footsteps going up and down those stairs. Somebody was moving around. I went into the little lounge area, and you had Pauline, Daniel and Lynn sitting in there, and they said, did you just come in there and speak? And I was like, no, we've been doing a live stream upstairs. And they said, well, we heard footsteps coming and somebody saying, I'm here. So somebody walked and said something. Now, the spooky thing is, either it was somebody who sounded like me or something that potentially mimicked.
We knew where everyone was, so when they asked, we could all verify, no.
Frank's box, which I am getting ready just to go and listen to. I'm just going to pick out the ones that are here, the Pete's. I'm not going to go too deep into that file at this point.
Even Peter. I've heard it a few times, like.
Pete comes through the Frank's box when we were testing it for the external speakers. We didn't say anything to anybody. We didn't even tell anybody about what Mr. Lee Dunn was picking up. Every group got the same name.
Peter or Pete seems to come through frequently. Now, yes, you could argue it's a common name, but when you get the name coming through different devices with different groups in different areas, you have to start paying some attention to.
Okay, who just shouted out towards us then?
Certainly the audio at the beginning where we says, you happy we're here, and we thought it says, we're happy. It didn't say that. It sounds more along the lines of, we'll be happy if you leave or get tea, and put your own word in there.
Are you happy that we're here tonight? Are you happy that we're here tonight?
Our medium Lee Dunn sensed 5 distinct presences, including a young boy named Matthew and a woman named Anna. Throughout the night we had references to Patrick and Philippe as well, names that seemed to echo again and again.
Okay, so we've had a really interesting night tonight. A few things for us, as names coming through: Pete, Peter. We've had things through all different devices tonight as well.
Can you be very clear and tell us grab who? Are you able to tell us what year it is?
We're going to continue our investigation here and see if we can grab any more evidence. I think we've bagged a lot of good EVP so far, ITC recordings, we've had environmental stuff going on, and a lot of interesting names verified by different people in different groups. So yeah, let's see what else we can get from Closeburn Castle.
Yes, I really like this place and we need to go back and dig deeper, because the level of activity I felt we were getting and the validations and the audio and environmental tools going off justifies it. I go to some places and it doesn't, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to come back. And there's some locations at this point, I've got that in my mind that I'm probably going to wind down those investigations. Closeburn's just starting for us, and we didn't know what we're going into. And I think absolutely there's something going on at Closeburn.